And welcome back to the overall podcast, guys. Me and Cody got some fun things to talk about today. Hope you enjoy it. Cody, what you been up to, man?
Man, I want to say not a lot, but that would be a lie. But nothing interesting.
Yeah.
Today, this week has been my dog. Woke up to him being sick. Poor guy. I'm gonna start leaving his kennel open, man. He couldn't escape it. But he's such a good dog. He wouldn't bark. He just wouldn't bark to wake us up. Anyway, I think he'll be all right. Got some good news at work. Yeah, it sucks. So yeah, I don't know. Oh no,
Nice.
okay. How you doing?
Good. Oh, it's been good. Busy week with work. Things are coming up, deadlines and stuff. But it's not been too bad. The week's been gone by fast, which is good because I'm excited for this weekend. This 4th of July weekend is gonna be a good time. Gonna go out to the lake, hang out. Then we got some fireworks festivities after church on Sunday, so that'll be fun.
Oh man, I'm dreading this weekend. My dog hates fireworks, and
oh yeah.
Yeah.
One of the first things I thought about actually was how your neighbor spent all of last summer popping fireworks off for like a week straight. I'm like, Cody's about to go through hell.
Yeah, I'll say that it hasn't been as much as last year. Let's see, we moved in May of last year, but probably right around a month ago, a year ago. Yes. All right. I think COVID had a lot of people just, I don't know, like people all around the country were quote bored and shooting fireworks.
Yeah.
So it's been less, but yeah, this week it's been a little bit more prevalent. Had to get my dog some anxiety, like a syringe you squirt in his jaw.
Jeez, like, that's
CBD
just too much.
doesn't work. Yeah, well, it's like that, or he's just like
freaking out.
Oh my God. He doesn't bark, but he just lays in the bathroom. He's just, I don't know. Doesn't want to go outside.
It's like traumatic.
That has made me hate fireworks. I couldn't give a rat's behind about them before. Would I shoot them? It's too much effort. I don't care. I don't mind them. But in a state that it's illegal, now I have to put up with that constantly. So anyway, oh well.
That's fair. All right, but quick question before we get into this topic that you'll love. Fireworks or parade?
Like, what do I prefer?
Yeah, which one would you go to? You got invited both at the same time, same day. Which one are you going to? Fireworks or parade?
If I didn't own a dog, fireworks. So, that being said, as I am today, I never want to hear another firework for the rest of my life while I own my dog. Ever. So, that's just me. Yeah.
Just shows you how bad parades are.
Yeah, just walking down the street. I would never pay to go. No, it's like.
One more topic on this because I have to talk about this. We were at a parade recently for the rodeo here in Texas, and they're not supposed to throw out candy anymore because one, like little kids get a hold of candy that's like, one, they are choking hazard, stuff like that, but like two, it's like unsafe in some sort of way now that like them throwing candy off the side of the road. But yeah, they're not supposed to do it. So we only had like 2 people that did it for us because I have a 4-year-old niece. So it's like, come on now, toss some candy this way. But yeah, pretty crazy.
Candy specifically, or?
Yeah, no, nothing. They can't toss anything.
I don't know what else they would toss, but yeah, right? That's weird.
I don't know, back Texas Tech and toss tortillas.
Yeah, or what Tampa Bay, Brady threw in the Lombardi in the water.
Oh yeah.
Or maybe that was Gronk who dropped it. I don't know. Either way.
Gronk put the Danton Lombardi trophy.
That he did. He's a GOAT.
Yes.
He's a great guy.
Okay, so let's get into this talk because I was scrolling through TikTok yesterday and I had already known what I wanted to talk about today because I saw something that's really, really cool and we'll talk about it later. But I came across this video where this guy's talking about this. I did not think it was true, so I did the research. Turns out it is. All right. So you know I'm how intrigued. The Fast and Furious are on their now 9th movie coming out this next week. 9 movies. Yes, I'm going to go see it. Yes, they should stop making them, but yes, I'm still going to go see it. So that's why they make it. That's what I understand why they are on the 9th movie. I found out though that when The Rock and Vin Diesel and Jason Statham all started in that first movie together, they all have their have it in their contracts. Dwayne Johnson and Vin Diesel for sure, possibly Jason Statham, have it in their contracts. They are not allowed to lose a fight.
I'm sure they do.
And then there goes on to rumors that Vin Diesel's sister or brother, one of the two, I think it's his sister, will count punches to make sure that Vin Diesel gets the equal amount in.
That doesn't shock me. I didn't think it would be a family member. I figured it'd be like an agent, like wanting to market their product so well. That's strange.
Yeah.
But Hollywood is. Huh. You know about the beef with Vin Diesel and The Rock, right? Or alleged beef, right?
Well, okay. So when I was looking up into this, I heard about it, but I didn't really dig into it. What is that about?
So okay. I don't know details, and like both people won't speak about it, but I love The Rock. I think we've spoken on the podcast before, like how corny wrestling is, but like back in the day it was cool, and he was the GOAT. And I mean, I had a Rock poster up on my wall. He was before I even got into sports. So and as I've gotten older, you know, now he's Dwayne Johnson to a lot of kids, and he's just a great dude. So I'm on his side. I can't imagine he would be a big a dick. You know, like no one else is complaining about working with him, but I guess it's just two alpha male egos, but I don't know more than that. But I think if I had to rack my brain, it's something about Vin Diesel not being cool, but that could also be bias.
I'm going to have to look into that because that's interesting. I just read a little bit of something about it.
Might have been the punches thing, right? The Rock said, "I'm not losing a fight to you." And maybe they bickered. I don't know. That's
Rock my brain went. Diesel beef. What is going on? CNN reports.
Oh, okay, so it's fake. Go ahead.
So this is what the most trusted news source in television is saying.
Psych.
The highly publicized feud between Vin Diesel and The Rock a few years ago, chalk it up to tough love. All right, so this is back in 2018. It seems like.
What a breaking story.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. We're really sticking with the facts here on the overall podcast. Live breaking news here from 2018. Turns out that honestly, they just didn't like each other because it seems like they just didn't like each other. Wow. Two grown men didn't get along.
Yeah. That's cool. Who wouldn't like The Rock too? I just want to say that again. Vin Diesel's probably a douchebag. Just saying.
Yeah, I mean,
whatever.
Who knows?
People just don't like people. You never know. Bryson DeChambeau. I can't stand him. I'm sure he's a nice guy. It's just something about the way he looks, you know? I don't know.
Basically, what Dwayne ends with, his family is going to have differences and opinions and fundamental core beliefs. To me, conflict can be a good thing when it is followed by a great resolution. So turns out they had a few discussions, face-to-face, some face-to-face time in his trailer. And they just said to move forward and basically kept collaborating to make more movies. So
now The Rock's not in the new one, right? I think I heard that.
I don't think he is. I'm not quite sure. I do know that the Chinese sellout. I mean, did I say that out loud? Taiwan is a country.
Oh yes, you're right. He's in it.
Yeah. John Cena is in this one for some weird reason. Why they just keep going after
to replace The Rock. I think. I think that's the whole. Well, again, that's not the only reason, but he's a decent actor. But
if that's who they chose to replace The Rock, they messed up.
Exactly. I mean, like wrong not officially, person. But another meathead wrestler. Yeah.
Wrong person. They should have got Batista.
Dude, yeah, he's such a good actor. I liked Cena. I mean, again, he sold out, but like on a personal level, I don't know what I would do if it was like a difference of $20 million to go kiss ass for 20 seconds. I don't know. I would hope I wouldn't.
Fair enough.
Anyway, nothing else he's done I've ever had a problem with. He's a really good guy from what we know, which we don't know anything except for
exactly. I just find it odd that
it was very weird. Yeah, The Rock's not in this one. Interesting.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I won't go see it. I used to watch him, but I don't know. I'm the kind of guy. It's just like I don't love cars, and I don't know.
I won't see it. I'll watch it on whatever it comes on for $3.99. Because you can rent everything now.
That's true. Yeah. So that video was just going into like the ridiculous contracts and all that.
Yeah.
Crap.
So yeah, it just goes into like they have this contract and they literally count punches, and I just think it's like really
superficial Hollywood.
Like really, just fight each other. I had an argument with one of my friends the other day, and this correlates because we had this argument like who would win who in a superhero battle, like Spider-Man versus the Hulk or whatever, right? Who would beat who, DC versus Marvel? And Stan Lee put the conversation to rest a long time ago and basically said, it's whoever I want to win, whoever the writer agrees to win the fight. It's my story. I'm the one telling it. And I think that these actors need to get off their damn high horses, get it together, let the story be the story. Somebody's got to lose a fight. I want to see somebody get beat up.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Hey, I don't want to segue too much, but real quick, who's the strongest Marvel's character? You know more than me. I've done like a Google search and found what people think. Again, there's no right answer, I guess, personally. But
it's hard to say because it depends on what you're comparing it to, right?
Yeah.
Because you can compare it to like the ability to beat Thanos one-on-one. Well, there are a few. Wanda being one of those, Scarlet Witch being one of those. But I think if you're talking about the entirety of the universe, you have to go Deadpool because he can't die. And in fact, there's a story, I actually saw this not too long ago either, about Deadpool basically deleting the Marvel universe. And it goes through and kills everybody in the Marvel universe. So
that's awesome. That's how they should have ended Endgame.
Right. Yeah. The Hulk tries to kill him, gets pretty close, like rips him into like 4 pieces, but he just throws himself back together and then kills the Hulk.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be cool. Speaking of Deadpool, though, he is going to be taking over the cameos for Stan Lee since his passing.
Nice. Yeah. I think that's a good fit.
Mm-hmm. So if you go to like Walmart or if you go to Target, wherever, you can buy a Funko Pop. There'll be different characters of Deadpool. Like there'll be one of him like LARPing or one of him like cooking. Like there's all different ones. It's pretty funny.
That was cast. He was the perfect person, Ryan Reynolds, for that.
Oh, man. Yeah.
I'm talking about getting it on 100% correct.
I would say that they definitely hit every single role.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
On that, for sure.
I can't think of a bad one. Then again, I'm not the biggest comic nerd, so I don't know. But yeah. Sorry for the segue into Marvel. I was curious. I
love Marvel. I love Marvel. I'm always down to talk about it. So speaking of Marvel, we are going to be starting in 2 weeks our series walkthrough of watching the Marvel movies with Cody all the way through in order for his first time. So excited to do that with him. I love Marvel. It's about time for me to rewatch them. I already did it this year, but that's neither here nor there. So we're going to be starting that. Cody, you excited for it?
I am. I might be doing it twice this year because my wife had said she wanted to. So your boy might be double involved like you are. So yeah,
I mean, we could do it at the same time.
That's true. That's the thing. I'll see if she's like cool with chilling in the old garage office. That's a little warm. We'll see.
Hey, why not?
Yeah.
She's a gamer. She'll understand.
I appreciate the chronologic thought process, and like Disney Plus already has it set up. But
yeah, the only thing we'll have to do is insert
looking at it that way.
Yeah, we'll just need to insert the Spider-Man movies.
Oh,
in the appropriate area.
Yeah. That'll be good, and then gives me an excuse maybe for the Spider-Man movies. I think for YouTube TV to renew. So we'll see.
But there you go. Yeah, they're coming out.
Yeah, all right, that'll be fun.
Yeah, so stay tuned for that. We're going to have more information out on all the social medias this week on the specific time. And then next week's episode, we will tell you when to watch us, how it's going to go down. We're going to give you all the details on the next episode. So stay tuned for next week so you can follow us on our Marvel adventure.
All right. So my next topic, Apex Legends, and I know beating a dead horse. But this one's actually interesting, other than the game being shit. But
Yeah.
it of course it correlates with that. So Graham, I don't think you've been keeping up with it / playing a lot. Is that pretty accurate to say?
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
that's fine.
It, I started playing Arma, which I really enjoy. And so, but Apex, dude, the toxicity, like you just can't do anything without getting absolutely trashed on. The game has no idea where to place me as a player because I'm like somewhere in between mediocre or I'm actually somewhere between shit and awesome. And it's just above mediocre and sometimes just below mediocre. So they don't know where to put me. So it's tough for me to play. But yeah, I haven't been playing. What's going on in the world of Apex?
Yeah. So in addition to all of its problems, which are valid, was it Sweet Dreams? You familiar with him?
Yeah.
In NRG's comp team.
Yeah.
He's cool. I've been watching him. See him grow. It's been really fun. He's pretty entertaining, really monotone, but he's super funny. Anyway, really good at the game. He put out this tweet on a like a TwitLonger, which is like, like
yeah. So they get more characters.
Yeah, like a big document. And it was I think tweeted out yesterday. Yeah. Basically just saying how all the players, well, not all, but all the competitive players, pro players, big content creators, etc. Basically, if you watch any bit of Twitch or YouTube, like anyone kind of all like met behind the scenes. They didn't all write the thing, but they all like agreed and retweeted it. I think it had like 100,000 tweets yesterday with the hashtag Save Apex Ranked. So that was their thing, just about well, and they were being pretty reasonable because there's so many things wrong with the game in the sense of skill-based matchmatching, the audio, yada yada. But their biggest thing was just the DDoSers and cheaters are just rampant. Like, I watch them, and every 3 games they get DDoSed, and that's assuming they kill the cheater, that one of the 3 that's in the game. They kill them, and then that cheater just closes down the server because they're butthurt, But a lot of them were just saying, like, I get it, streamers complain, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But like, this actually hurts our money, our branding, et cetera, because we can't keep streaming sometimes. And so it's like, I don't know, they were just coming together with that. And it was very interesting to see every player say it. But then also there was a developer for Respawn, an Apex team, who's replying to his tweet with that, which was a massive tweet. No blue check mark, so for whatever that's worth, but just saying, like, maybe not the biggest developer, but he was sitting there like getting smart with Sweet in the replies, saying like, it's easy to, I don't know, like, you're coming about this the wrong way. You're trashing us. You're saying, Sweet was saying, like, we've been lied to for almost a year now, saying changes are going to come and we're tired of it. And he was like, you shouldn't call us liars, yada, yada. He's like, well, what else would you call it if we've been told one thing and it never happens?
Exactly.
It was just awesome to see, like a bunch of these guys depend on Apex for a living. And I get that. So like some of them may not trash the game so much, etc. But it was also cool to see like Hal and Sweet, who don't give a crap who they offend. And they were like, yeah, well, I mean, the game might die in the next 6 months if y'all don't do something. So like, this is for your benefit too. Yeah,
exactly. Like, okay, one thing that the developers also need to understand when it comes to the gaming community nowadays is that most kids don't play the game because you got a cool game. Most of kids play the game because their favorite streamer plays that game.
Yes.
And Apex is in such a condition that the only reason people are playing it is because of the way that pros and everybody else plays, and they want to be like them. As soon as you get these guys to where they're like, okay, fuck your game, I'm going to go play Warzone, Halo Infinite drops soon, I'm playing Halo, whatever it is, another game is about to drop, your game is left in the dust, my friend. Battlefield comes up right around the corner, your game is going to get left in the dust. And if Apex doesn't solve that problem now, it's up to them. They'll stop playing it. They'll play Battlefield, and they'll go about their day. And they'll still make money. They'll find a way to recover there. But how will Respawn be doing when they have, less than 10,000 people attempting to play their game on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah, I guess I respect the business aspect of trying to maximize profits, because I think I've said it before. The only thing that's true in this world is people watching out for their own and their own
Yes.
self-interest. And I don't care. That's fine. That's what everyone should do. But I wish they could see, like, you would make even more profit, though. I know
Exactly.
it seems you have to put in effort and money up front, but if you made it a great game, you would, I don't know, like, you
Yeah.
would make more money. It's just people
One of
getting
the
people to commit to
things-
that.
One of the things that, like, I learned in my hospitality days when I managed hotels is that your biggest moneymaker is your repeat customers, right? So how can I keep the kids playing my game, continue to purchase skins, gun skins, buy the battle pass? How do I encourage them to keep doing that, right? Because essentially you want to grab one person and make them play for the next 7 years, pay for 20, 150 different battle passes, and you have maximized profits by grabbing one person to do that for multiple years over a time period, right?
Yeah, and it's cheaper, as they say, to retain versus get a new customer. Yeah,
exactly. So you want to do that with as many people as possible. So the way that we had to do that in the hospitality industry is make sure we guaranteed a great product, because then they'd come back. So yeah, we'd spend $150 and make $250, but we maximized profit because he came back and he came back and he came back. And so we're getting that same $100 every single week or 2-3 times a month. And that's a customer that will do that forever.
Yeah.
And all we had to do was invest a little bit of money. And sometimes we invest more than that. They'll come in and I'll give them free dinner, free breakfast. And yeah, that's a loss in a sense of, I just got that guy to come back. And next time he'll pay for dinner because he liked what he got at the restaurant or whatever, right? And so you think that Apex would try to take that same theory and put the money in and put the effort in to make sure that they guarantee my return.
Yeah, which I guess whatever algorithms they have, and they do have them, I guess their cost analysis is, yeah, we'll lose a few, but we're still at this, or that we, like maybe if we fall below X amount of revenue, et cetera, whatever KPIs that they're looking at. I guess it just hasn't hit yet, but it's just, how could I say this? Okay, so they pushed out an update yesterday too, right? I don't know if you knew that, but like OG original Kings Canyon World's Edge maps, to further the point that they've only ruined the maps in every update. But anyway, okay, so I've said it before, they can't help themselves. With every update comes like a bigger bug.
Yeah.
Get this bug, okay? Ranked and Masters and Diamond were already unplayable on PC due to the cheaters and everything. But the bug included in yesterday's update, which we were told would take 72 hours to fix as of this morning, is that ranked players, Masters, and Pred cannot even play. Literally cannot play. They cannot queue into the game right now for at least 3 days. How embarrassing is that, bro? Yeah. But I'll also, that's obviously awful, et cetera. I was watching 72 Hours today. He's been playing Apex for like a month.
So many Smurf accounts.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. People are just doing solo queues for content because they can't even play. And to get away from cheaters, it's actually a win-win.
Can I actually just interject something right now? That's probably why they think they have such a massive player base. Is because every single person in the game has 7 different fucking Smurf accounts, because they can't handle one account, because after it gets too good, you fucking nerf it into the ground. So they got to play on another account. Once that account gets too good, they got to play on a different account. And so like Wig, who's probably got like 17 different Smurf accounts because you have a shit game. So you think you have 17 new people.
Right. Yeah. And well, to piggyback off that a little bit, another Twitter thread about this update was the patch notes about the legends, et cetera. I'll spare you the details on who got buff and nerf and what, but interesting part was Watson, and it said major buff, and they weren't trolling. Okay. They were like arguing with streamers in a Twitter thread saying major buff, her emote now lets you put unlimited Nessies around the map, which is completely useless and cosmetic, and no one else can even see it. And that was a buff. I'm not kidding. That's how out of touch they are. And of course the Twitter.
I saw that they shrunk what's his name's hitbox.
Yeah, Revenant,
Revenant's hitbox.
So that's all by design. He got an heirloom and a really cool skin this event. So and to help people play him even more, they want the hitbox now. It's disgusting because I hate Revenant players, but whatever. In the Twitter thread, first person was like, with all due respect, like this isn't a buff. It's kind of a slap in the face. Like you guys are trolling, right? And anyway, the thread goes on back and forth. Developer says like, she has a higher win rate than even Wraith and Lifeline. She doesn't need a buff. Okay. That's what they look at. And I'm not kidding. It's on Twitter. Go right now. I don't know the guy's name and I don't care. If you go to NRG Suite's profile, go to his replies, it's in there. But that's what they look at, the win rate, to see if a legend's strong or not. Even though she's the second least picked legend out there, doesn't matter that she's not used in comp anymore at all. Doesn't
her
matter.
percentages are
strong.
Her percentages are so high because nobody fucking plays her.
Exactly.
If you have two people that play a character and one wins all the time, you have to 50% win percentage. But you only have 3 fucking people playing that character.
Sweet said that as well. He said, if that's all you look at, like how many Wraiths, there's a ton more Wraith players. And I'm not talking just about a pro rated percentage, but he said Wraith players are generally better. And I know you can't necessarily prove that, I guess, but that's a generally wide accepted conferment. Okay. Anyway, they're the players that are going to hot drop solo and die over and over and over. And that's where their win rates are lower as well. Like these developers, they just, I hate being so negative, but dude, they have no clue. They make their decisions based off the stupidest data I've ever heard of. Ever.
A Wraith main may not get 26 wins in a row, but he's probably dropping 20 kills every game.
Yeah. Like my thought process, I don't give a shit if I win a public match. Ever. I don't ever care about winning. I just want as many kills and damage.
Exactly.
So, it's just so frustrating. It's like, okay, you think Watson's too strong. It's what he said. Maybe a nerf coming is what it said. I'm not kidding. It's like, wait, what? Nobody plays her ever. And just take a consensus. Go on Twitch. There's nobody playing Watson. I promise you. She's boring and she's not good. It's just, they left Pathfinder's hitbox too big because he's played too much. They want like this whole like, I don't know, like equal for everyone, you know, like, oh, well, he's played too often, so we're gonna hurt him and give to the other. It's just disgusting. And anyway.
I can tell you I haven't missed it one single bit. Not a little bit. I'm really enjoying Arma. I'm starting to learn how to fly helicopters. It's a completely different ballgame now. But yeah.
Anyway, that's it. It's enjoy Arma. It's I don't know. We'll see how Apex responds. I'll end it with this. I don't know when. Here's the going story. Apparently somebody at Respawn got wind of like all the content creators and pros were going to release this and get it trending, etc. And Respawn pushed out this BS PR statement about how they take cheaters seriously and they're working on it, which doesn't mean anything. They've always said that, you know?
Yeah.
That's nothing. Okay.
That's ridiculous.
They tweeted it out right before Sweet did, like to get the jump. So anyway.
That is ridiculous.
I won't hold my breath.
Before we go into our next segment, I have to talk about this because it just got confirmed today, Monday. This is the 30th of June that we're recording this. Did you see that they are going to be releasing Bill Cosby and dropping all of his sex offender charges?
I saw that. I forgot the statement I read. Something about a prior prosecutor.
Who fucked up?
With a prior prosecutor's promise or something. I don't know.
Who fucked up is what I want to know. Somebody fucked up the evidence. Somebody coerced somebody.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Something happened. False, exactly. One
confession.
One thing's false confession. They have to pull the whole thing. You have to recharge him.
Yeah, which should be easy if he is indeed the predator they say. There's plenty of choices. I don't know how many he was tried on, but
jeez.
I'll say this: I am on the side of innocence until proven guilty, and I have not dug into his case, although the evidence does seem very overwhelming.
Yeah.
So
walks like a duck, talks like a duck. You know.
Usually, yeah. I just try to. Sounds like he did it, and if so, then he'll get back in. If he did, let's assume he was rightfully charged. Okay, then it's a shame, but that is our legal system. It's a joke at times.
Yep. Who knows? We'll see what happens, I guess. Right.
Yeah.
But so just wanted to touch on that because it just happened.
That's true. Big day.
But what I really wanted to talk about was this video I sent you earlier today. And it's so back in January of this year, Conor McGregor fought Dustin Poirier, right?
Okay.
And
Did he win?
no, Conor McGregor lost. He got knocked out, TKO, in the second round. But before the fight, during all the pre-fight press conferences and stuff like that, Conor McGregor was taking questions from fans. And this guy said this statement, and I'll go ahead and play it for you guys so you can see it. Cody, you want to watch it too?
Yes, I have not cheated. Let me give it a look here.
I wanted to read you a quote from 2013 that you said. It's really poignant, and I think it deserves to be read out in full, so just bear with me. I've lost my mind on this game, like Vincent van Gogh, dedicated his life to his art, and he lost his mind in the process. That's happened to me, but fuck it. When that gold belt is around my waist, and my mother has a big mansion, my girlfriend has a car for every day of the week, and my kids' get everything they ever wanted, then it will pay. Then I'll be happy I lost my mind. Can you just reflect and talk to me about how that makes you feel hearing that in 2021?
You know, it's been some ride. I've got it done, and I'm up here, mad as a brush.
So yeah, great heartwarming story. We talked about this too, but like, I mean, truly, what a great guy Conor McGregor is. Say what you want about him, but where he has come from and who he is. I mean, dude, same woman that rode with him while he was sleeping on couches, before he had nothing. And now, I mean, I think I could solely say that in, almost 10 years, 9 years, I think, or the dance was 9 years now. I think he's pretty much made that promise to himself, I can't hear you. I think you're muted.
I don't like fighting. I don't like UFC. I've only rented one fight, Mayweather, McGregor. I like Mayweather. I mean, McGregor, sorry. I like Mayweather too, but I like Conor. So I think he draws people like me, at least what I've seen in friends groups in college. Like, I think he is the most polarizing, popular UFC fighter for sure. Because there's not a chance I'd watch any other fight. And I didn't watch this fight with whoever
I didn't either.
Whoever you said, it's just not my thing, but I even know him. So yeah, I'd say he's reached the top of the mountain. Even if he doesn't win every fight, that's irrelevant.
Still fighting him you have him on your card, just pays him alone.
Right.
But I mean, he's been able to set up other business ventures, and I think he really has been able to accumulate the wealth that he needed to make to now create for his wealth to create more wealth. So, I think he got to make that promise to himself. And I think that's something that we all want one day, right? That we make this promise to ourselves where I'm going to make it. I'm going to make sure my kids don't have to worry and my kids' don't have to worry. And that's all of our dreams, right? Is to further benefit our lives. And, I think that's pretty cool that to look back at him wishing on that and then doing it.
Yeah, I agree, man. There's a growing movement that, looks down upon generational wealth and inheritance tax and etc. So if you don't agree with this, that's your right. I'll take your money if you don't want it. Just kidding. Yeah, but right. I just don't see what's wrong with Conor saying that. He comes from nothing. And good for him, man. And his whiskey, I haven't tried it, but I want to.
I haven't heard good things.
You have not?
Yeah, I heard that it's not very good.
Yeah, it's probably bottom shelf whiskey, but can't be worse than Jim Beam.
Yeah, true. It's well, I mean, it's Irish whiskey, so it is different than Jim Beam, but it's not as good as Jameson. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah,
Jameson's the best. But with the generational wealth thing, real quick, there's nothing wrong with generational wealth. There's everything wrong with making your kids think that they deserve it. There's nothing wrong with making sure your kids earn it.
Yeah.
I would love to make hundreds of millions of dollars and be able to one day let my kids take on that plan. If you look at the Trump kids, say what you want, hate him, whatever. he has created a plan set out that will allow his kids to be successful every day and for the rest of their lives. Some of that given to them, yes, but his dad wouldn't have gave it to them if they didn't earn it, if they didn't work hard, become who they are. The Trump kids take out everything you want about them, politics, whatever you want. Before this, were famous for their work ethics in business. Everybody wanted to be like Trump because he knew how to run a business. He knew how to be successful, create a successful family. And I don't think there's anything wrong with creating generational wealth if you allow your kids to understand that this isn't not going to be given to them because it wasn't given to me.
Yeah.
Teaching your kids that life isn't going to be fair and you have to earn something to get something is very important. So there's nothing wrong with generational wealth as long as your kids understand that you have to earn it and it's not given.
Yeah.
That's my
And it all goes
personal
back to
opinion.
parenting, you know, not that the overall podcast here is going to fix the world's problems, but
Oh, no.
at the end of the day, individual responsibility for you and yours is most important, whatever you see fit. And if you
100%.
fail in any aspect I just mentioned, whether you're rich, poor, whether you can parent or not, if you fail in any of those, then that's where it goes wrong. But watch The
Agreed.
Wire, informational. No,
Right.
no ad there. I just watched The Wire. That is a very, very, very good show if you want to learn more about the whole systemic government problems. So sorry, I'll get off my soapbox. It's a great show. You seen
Yeah.
The Wire?
No, I haven't. I'll
So-
check it out.
Bro, oh my God. I've heard about it, right? Everyone's heard about it. Watch The Wire. Watch The Wire.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Yeah, HBO. It's crime, but it's a lot more than that. It's not just like Law and Order episodes after another.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll check it out.
Let's see. College Baseball World Series. My Vols. They laid an egg again. So it is what it is. It's not like I didn't expect it. But did you see the drama with Vanderbilt and NC State and all
I
that?
did. The NC State had 4 players test positive for COVID-19 and they had to forfeit essentially. Like,
Yeah.
really?
And fun fact, I think 1 or 2 of those who tested positive were vaccinated, but the issue was some weren't. So I don't want to get controversial on here. I'm just saying it's just quite funny that these mandates haven't updated with the vaccines and everything else.
Right.
If you can get a positive test after getting the vaccination, right?
Yeah.
Well, yes, you could go on one tangent and say like, why even get it? But that's not what I'm talking about here. I just want to say like, if it's a low risk or it's like, oh yeah, it's a false positive, whatever excuses else are thrown, it's like, okay, well, can't you apply that same excuse, if you will, to the non-vaccinated players who got it? I just, and if you want to go like tinfoil hat, Vanderbilt, of course, they're all vaccinated. They're a private school and very into that, if you will. But they weren't even tested at all because they were all vaccinated. But it's like, wait, but vaccinated players just tested positive. Why weren't they tested? I hate how those don't align. And the stadium's full capacity, no masks. And you're telling me these kids out on the field who are just in great athletic shape should have their World Series championship taken away like that?
Right. There's no statistic that shows that they'll die or even get that sick from it. But
well, yeah, but
numbers
more
than
that,
right?
like NCAA is going to cover their ass. So I understand, like, regardless if it's dangerous or not, they have these protocols.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Because even if they're overreacting, it's what they are. But then, like, as this has evolved and like masks aren't required in the country, in the stadium, but you're going to have these kids under the exact same stipulations and just like take away their season like that. And last thing I'll say,
postponed it.
Yeah, I mean, and the NCAA tweeted this out. Now I don't know if the screenshot was like Eastern time zone or Pacific.
Yes, it was. It was Eastern time.
Okay, 1:30 a.m. is when they dumped this, and like not just like an explanation, just congrats to Vandy for advancing, like they won the game. It's just NCAA is a joke. That's all.
Yeah, and like I saw NC State. I like woke up at like 3 a.m. and like went and took a picture on the field to say goodbye. Like bullshit, man.
I hate it for him. So SEC pride, I guess I have it a little, but
yeah,
I will
don't
not root for Vandy ever, and it's certainly not this year.
Well, here's one of the things,
I don't think they
and it's
deserve
not Vandy's fault either. It's
No.
NCAA's fault.
Right.
So yes, it is tough, but I am a SEC supporter. I want the SEC to succeed and win in everything, but I want them to do it because we are the best conference there is, not because we got it handed to us.
Yeah, that's pull for Mississippi State. They're in there with no controversy, if you will.
I think so. Tonight's the winner takes all for the World Series. So we find out tonight on who wins that.
Yeah.
Who do you got?
I'm gonna go State, man.
I hope Mississippi State wins it. They actually
I
earned
hope,
it.
but they played well last night, so maybe they take that momentum. I don't know.
They got it.
I just don't want Vandy as well. So
yeah, it'll be
whether or not they were
be
handed this game or not. I don't.
It'll be tainted if they do.
Yeah,
that'll be the biggest issue.
That was crazy, but then again, we live in a crazy world, right? Is what it is. But I'd say one day we'll get to normal, but normal, hopefully. Man. Yeah, what does that even mean? People are so weird. Anyway,
I'm happy I live in Texas.
Hey, I'll end that topic. And if you're a Vandy fan, leave your comments below. And aside from baseball, leave any championships that you've ever won in any sport, and your comment will be blank. Thank you, go Vols. Now, sorry. I like your hat. That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah, so I was about to talk about this. Let's get into it.
I like it.
I got my first Mr. Mulligan merch hat that came in. The tan, the stitching, I mean, it came out perfect. My fiance, she got the baby blue one. The product, I commend it. It's great. I was surprised, to say the least. To be quite honest, I can't wait to get more stuff in. Right now, we just got the 2 hats. So more to come. I highly suggest it. Go buy it. Not just because it makes me money, but because it's actually a pretty cool product, in my personal opinion, and it looks really good. It's clean, it's simple, and it goes with everything. Mr. Mulligan Golf on Etsy.com, guys. Go check it out. Just dropped.
Check it out. And you know, it's like you expect me to say good things about it too, because my boy Graham made it. But yes, but also I wouldn't feel the need to make this comment because I wouldn't I just feel like, oh yeah, it looks good, but it doesn't. Yeah. But for real, I do like it. I'm very picky when it comes to clothing style, etc. I don't think you can see, but I only wear khaki hats. I guess you can call me a frat boy. I was, but I like it. I think the logo is very, I don't know, it's cool. Everybody knows what a mulligan is. It's very widespread. I think it's cool, man. I think you got a good thing there.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm excited. I want to get a shirt in because I like the shirts with the pockets. What am I doing? I like the shirts with the pockets. So yeah, I'm dope. Maybe some golf polos. I don't know. That's just me. You don't have to do that, but that'd be. Well, right now I got a couple polos on there, but I gotta find a company that'll do them for cheap. I don't really want to have a lot of overhead when it comes to polos.
Yeah, that's exciting though, man. I like them.
Yeah, thank you. So go check that out, guys. Remember Etsy.com, Mr. Mulligan Golf. So guys, before we head out, a couple things. One, we're going back to earlier in the episode where we talked about we're going to be doing the Marvel thing in 2 weeks. The reason that we're going to be doing it in 2 weeks, that's going to be starting on the 16th of July, is because that on July 9th, that will be the last episode of this season. We're going to be doing 12 episodes, so not this episode, but the next one, July 9th, will be the last episode of the overall podcast for this season. With that being said, we're going to take the summer break just because vacations and life is happening soon to be. Me and Cody just need to take a step away from having a commitment for the summer. But we want to keep giving you content. We want to keep doing things. So we're going to be starting this Marvel series. We're going to watch the Marvel movies together, and we're going to put our reactions out on our channel. So we hope you really, really like that. But season 2, we've already got it planned and we're ready to go. So season 2 is going to be released on August 13th. That is a Friday after the fall camp starts for the SEC. So we want to roll this into football season of college football, which we're both super big fans of. Obviously, me being an A&M fan, Cody being a Tennessee Volunteers fan. So we're going to be jumping into SEC football. You're going to see a lot of focus on week by week things for each of our teams because we are both diehard fans. So we hope you come back and check that out when the football season comes around. We're going to be pumping out content weekly, ready for you guys to go. Every Saturday, we're going to have football games, so we're going to be up live tweeting everything following our football teams. So keep checking us out, and we hope you guys stick around for season 2, August 13th.
Yes, and thank you for sharing that. Yeah, we're excited. We just, I don't know, I guess you could say we just needed to take a step back and make sure that we're not getting a little stale on our content, etc. But we're going to come back with a fury. We are both very passionate about college football. I could literally just retitle the whole podcast like college football, anyway.
Yeah. Don't be mad if you find us focusing on college football.
That's true. Yeah, sorry. But yeah, we're excited for that. But we hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode. Like Graham said, we're going to have a couple more, but thank you. Let us know in the comments below if there's anything that you want us to look at during our little hiatus. I don't know, come back with some information on so we can better interact with you guys. Yeah. Anything like that at all, we're always open. So anyway, make sure to like and subscribe below. Give us a follow on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, all of our socials. Thanks.